What's up? Episode 2 here. Back with another episode. So we're on PC 11 now. And I think this is a speculated recreation like the last one. In the description, I put that I will be using recreations throughout this entire series. So none of the versions that are missing from the actual archive are the ones that I have. I have no special access to hidden versions anywhere. So, yeah. Apparently, according to the spreadsheet, this one is supposed to, or this version is supposed to be what was seen in like Ruby Dung screenshots, which was the game before Minecraft, before even Cave Game. As you could see, we have like the slopes, we have like the randomly tinted grass. I don't know why, especially for like the cobblestone, I kind of like it. It's a lot cooler. It reminds me of in like 1.6, I was getting into like texture packs and stuff. Or like Optifine features and texture packs, and there was this one texture pack that I remember that had like a really cool light map that looked like that. Yeah, apparently all that was in this update was basically just what was seen in these screenshots. Seeing that it's a speculated recreation, I'm guessing that like it was a completely separate game that they were making. But yeah, I have a few different recreations to show off. This first one is by Nasco, and from what I noticed, the only things like missing is the trees. Obviously the point of view is quite different. I can just kind of like fly up and down like this. And there's no saving for any of these, so actually for one of them we might be able to. But yeah. There isn't much to show off in this one, so I'm probably gonna hop over to the second one that I wanted to show off. And we are back in Blue Stago's recreation of this. This one's interesting. It's actually in, as you can see at the top left here, 11A. And you could actually break and place stuff. This one's interesting. You can technically convert this over to the vanilla game if you switch this over to like 12A or whatever. I wonder, actually, it might be a cool idea. I might save this world because this one actually does save, believe it or not. And then when I get to it, I could probably use MC Edit to replace like any of these top layers of bedrock with like an actual sapling. And then once I add it into the InfDev world down the line, it should grow into like an actual forest over here. Oh my god, I think that'll be so cool. But yeah, this is the second recreation that I wanted to show off. You could actually place saplings, but they place as trees, or they instantly grow into trees. That's interesting. I think this one out of all of them is probably the most accurate recreation, at least to my memory from what the actual Ruby Dung screenshots looked like. I think it's still like a 256 by 256 world, just I think modded to generate like the Ruby Dung screenshots, which is really cool. As I mentioned, I can do a little bit of like messing around, and I can, oh my god, Steve! Holy shit, it's Minecraft Steve. Let's go. Oh, goodbye. What the fuck? Where's he going? That's so interesting. I didn't even, that's so funny. But yeah, I think this is the most accurate recreation, and with a little bit of messing around, I can actually convert this over to like an actual world. And I think that would be cool just to have down the line. You know what? Let's do this. Let's build a little hut for Steve over here. No, I think this area is flatter. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Okay. MTV Cribs, Steve's house. And then honestly, that could just be like that. Not the best looking house, but I think that's okay. Leave a hate comment in the comments below if you hate this house. Ooh, can I bridge up? That's awesome. thing that sucks is I can't really place blocks like right there, so Steve's gonna have an unfinished house. Actually, kind of looks like it's like a sloped roof. But yeah, we'll go in there. We'll put a little well for Steve over here. Actually, hold on. Bam, bam, bam. Why is grass growing on the... Okay, placing a block there is actually so insanely difficult for like no reason. There we go. Grass is growing on the cobblestone. That's so interesting. So now Steve has, wherever they went, they have a little house and they have a well just to collect some water, so they'll survive. But yeah, I think I'm gonna switch over to the next recreation here, and after that I'm gonna show off what I've built on the cave game world that I was showing off last episode. And yeah, actually before I switch over to that, I just wanted to show off that, as I was mentioning, all these trees get turned into bedrock blocks. And I think I saw over there when I was spawning in, the house that we built for Steve. I think even the Steves are here. But yeah, I think with some MC edit, I could probably replace all of these bedrock blocks, at least above this layer, with saplings. And then I'd imagine they'd all grow into trees, so later down the line, we'll actually have like a forest here. But there's the house we built. Beautiful, honestly. Oh my god, what the? Interesting. Okay. You know what, let's finish off Steve's house while we're here. But yeah, just wanted to show this off before I move on to the next one, just because I think it's funny. Interestingly enough, if you update it to, or if you just switch over to like vanilla 11A, it actually will just like crash the game immediately. But if you are on 12A03, which is the next version in the launcher, it actually loads the world perfectly fine, which is interesting. Then we'll just have the little stone well for Steve right there. And yeah. Okay, we are actually in MC Edit. I think I'm just going to show you what I do. So we're going to select all the way from there. I could probably Control A and then just adjust the height as needed, but whatever. A little bit higher. But as you can see, it is just like a 256 by 256 world. And I think we go to fill and replace. We replace that with sapling. And then replace. Oh my god, some of them didn't get replaced. Give me 1 second. Replace that with sapling. And now, deselect that. All of those bedrock blocks are now saplings. So, as I mentioned, because I think it'll look really cool, we'll have the Ruby Dung terrain with the actual trees in place. I'm gonna have to dig up so many of these saplings, and I already know it. Just a note, when I was going to open it in MC Edit, I had to rename the level.dat to level.mine, because in the MC Edit version that you have to use for these older versions, it only accepts .mine for, I think, versions older than like probably the 13 or 14 A's, if I remember correctly, which is just shy of where we're at. But I want to see if any of these trees grow. I don't think we actually, come to think of it, they're not going to grow at all because we don't even have leaves in this version. So I'm going to be back once again. Oh my god, tracking. Oh my god. There they go. Oh my god, aim training. Anyways, goodbye. Alrighty. So, if I go back, we're on beta 1.7.3 now, which seems a little weird. Oh my god, what did I... Which seems a little weird, but we are on the voxels in time mod. And in my opinion, this is probably one of the cooler ones for the main fact that if I go into the world generator options and I go to, let's set it to finite just so that it's as accurate as possible, you can select Ruby Dung as a version. And not only that, but if I keep it in survival and we create the world, I'm here. Music was a little loud, so I turned it down. New ability unlocked. Old physics. Okay, I honestly don't care about any of the mod features. But, yeah, you can literally play this version. I'm in a Discord for a server called the Turtle SMP, which updates just generally in time with the release dates of the actual updates. And they used this mod specifically to go through some of the versions. Converting the world from this mod to vanilla seems like a big hassle, and they're troops for doing that. But yeah, that's how I found this mod, and I discovered that we had like Ruby Dung in it. Because I initially was gonna be like, why don't I just play on every survival version like this? Because it does look kind of crazy. I have like a hotbar down there and everything. But sadly, converting the world over to the vanilla version just is a hassle, and I don't think I'm putting myself through that, unfortunately. But you could even do this. Hold on, what the fuck? It was a lot smoother the last time that I did it. Yeah, you can literally just... They have grass slabs? Holy shit. But yeah, you can literally like place break. You can play this like actual survival. Can I can hit Steve. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. They have like these random like cobblestone patches I've noticed. But yeah, you're just able to like play the actual game like this, which is nuts. I don't know what it's like converting this over to like a future version, like within the mod itself, because like, oh my god, I might have to do some testing post-recording. But yeah, you can break and place any block here. It's actually kind of nuts for a recreation, especially in like a wider concept of just a mod that allows you to go through versions like that. I think that's so cool. Huh. Villager be like, there we go. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you many planks, so wood is actually quite scarce. I could imagine, because I don't think the trees like replant themselves, I'd imagine. So we've got to worry about deforestation, honestly. But I think I'm gonna build, you know, let's build a mine shaft, starting right here. Bam. Bam. And then I think I'm gonna take the wood that I had here, like that. And then we're gonna just bring that across like that. And there we go. That looks a little weird. Actually, I could work with that. Wait, if I hold on one second. If I place it up there, no, it doesn't do that like curve thing. Whatever. Yeah, we're gonna build a mine shaft. Just a very quick little build. Yeah, as I was saying, out of all of the recreations that we have, I think this is like hands down the coolest, just because you can like actually play the version. In the other one you could like break blocks, but the point of view made it like super wonky, but it is inherently more accurate to like what the screenshots looked like. So that is also why I wanted to show off a few different recreations instead of just one. Just so I can give like the full Ruby Dung experience, I suppose. Steve has joined us. I wonder if they accept of the, Oh, I'm sorry. I was swinging my fist pickaxe thing. I just bonked him on the head. They're running away. I'm so sorry. And then I can imagine you probably build a lot of castles with this abilities. I wonder if it'd be worth going through like a playthrough of this, because this is honestly kind of fucking cool. You know what? We're gonna do this. I think, how should this work? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is not the height of that, but we'll just take it. And then I think I'm gonna build up a little bit like this. To just kind of. There we go. Okay. Oof. Oh no, I lost health. I could actually die in this version. Shit. Hold on. Where are the Steves? I unfortunately have to try this. Steve, come here. I'm so sorry. I need to eat. Please get back here. Please. I promise it'll be quick. Please. Oh wait, no. Don't jump off. Thank you. Fuck. Oh my god. Okay, we got another hit. Oh no, I'm gonna get confused on which one's the raid Steve. Fuck. Yeah, get over here. Get over here. No, I know who you are. Get over here, please. Yeah, get in the corner. Jump his ass. He drops TNT? Wait, what? That's nuts. Oh my god, can I... Hold on. Oh my god, run! Get in, yeah, get in there. Get in there. Give me more. Give me more TNT. Thank you. Oh my god, you could just blow shit up. That's crazy. That's the mine shaft. You know what? We're gonna continue on it just for the fact that we can make this a lot quicker by merely just blowing shit up. Okay, get out of here. Run. Oh my god, ow. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself doing this. I might still keep this world just to see if, like, I ended up asking the people in the Discord like how to convert it over, and that's why I mentioned that it seems like a hassle. But this could be cool enough to honestly keep. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what? Give me more TNT. Yeah, give me more TNT. I'm killing all of the Steves. Steve Massacre. Oh my god. Wait, where'd he go? Fuck, get over here. Oh my god, I can't track for shit. I have no crosshair. Yeah, get over there. Get in the corner. Oh my god, their health! Holy shit! Dude's a fucking tank! Wait, then how do I heal in this? Damn. I don't think there is a way. But, what I was gonna do before is I think I'm actually gonna build up a castle type of thingy here. I think this mod like takes the normal music and just pitches it weirdly. I will say building is kind of weird with like that kind of like placement mechanic right there. But I think if we build the pillar like high enough, it should just inherently work. Maybe. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Okay, let's place that there just to get up. Oh, you can break that. Okay. I can reach. Damn. think I'm gonna break this kind of like top layer right here. Just to... Actually, maybe we go down like this. And then I place cobblestone all along that. Then I'll have to... Oh my god, ow! Damn! There we go. Do not break blocks like that, it literally will fucking kill you. There we go. This is probably gonna look so strange if I load this in like normal Minecraft, but I think that's okay. Let's see. Whatever. I'll just break these and then place them there. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we break that. Yeah, okay. And then we go into here a little bit. The Steve Fortress. Wow, that's awesome. Okay. In all honesty, before I get too distracted with this version, I think I'm going to show off what else I've built on the cave game world. And then I might cut back to this. I don't know how the editing is going to be going for this, so I will be back. Alrighty. So, honestly, not much up here has been changed. So, I'm going to head down into the caves. I've built a little bit. So, I'm excited to show it off. So we're going to head down the staircase and then head around here. And then if we come down here, I just added some kind of like arch thingies that go along this. And then we have an entrance, which leads to this kind of platform surrounded by void. We have just a pillar that I built just so it looks like it has some form of support. And then if we head over here, very much not done, but I have an entrance right there. We have a little window, and I've built a few rooms, just kind of like outline things. You could go up the stairs and view out there. That's going to lead into something. This is going to be something in here, I suppose. We have another thing right there. I'm not sure what to do about this corner, but in here, we have a staircase upwards as well as over there, and this is going to lead to a second floor. I'm thinking of covering up the top of this as if it were just like normal cave, so you kind of have to go down that pathway to even find this in the first place. I think it'll be cool. Right here you could see out onto the little main platform that we entered in, and then through here you could see out into the just common ground, I suppose. And yeah, that's what I've built so far. We have 2 pillars just surrounding the little entrance there. I don't want it to look like too pristine, and I think I'm actually getting quite close to what I'm kind of imagining in my brain, which is cool. But yeah, this is what I have so far, and I think that's where I'm going to cut it off as well, unless I add a little bit more after this. That kind of looks like an M. Sorry, that I'm getting distracted. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want me to go into any more detail about the updates, or if you'd like me to build anything specific or anything like that, just leave a comment down below. Interaction bait, interaction bait. And yeah, I'm still so excited to continue on, or even just start with this project now. It feels like months of planning and months of work ahead, but at least I have something to kind of like tangibly work on the side, you know what I mean? Because I've always wanted just one world that I stick on, but I don't really want to only play modern. So this is allowing me to go through pretty much everything we have to offer in terms of this game. I can guess that versions like in-dev and maybe beta, I'm going to probably stay on for quite some time before we get to the release versions. But time will tell whether that actually happens or not. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. I'm actually mid-video. I'm taking the thumbnail shot right here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you later. Bye bye.